Welcome back to Bow Animation's theory something. I have a brand new theory. Bum, 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 bum. Candle from Inanimate Insanity is evil! Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about Candle for a little bit. Also I may pause a lot, but that's just me. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's get started. Wonderful intro, by the way. But Bo, how can Candle be evil? She's like the sweetest person ever. She's always caring and other stuff, I hear you say. But this has been a theory that I have had for a long time. And after her elimination, I kind of doubted it. But after randomly watching some TikTok compilations, I feel like posting this theory. I mostly didn't have time/motivation to post this, but I do now because of TikTok compilations. Those are my main inspirations for everything. Anyways, first let's get to know Candle. She's one of the new contestants in Inanimate Insanity Invitational. She's a newer batch, not a part of the original cast. She is said to be unproven. She's chemically, kind of like mind reader, or, what are they called? One sec. With the help of Google, I have found that they can sometimes be called mentalists. She's kind of something like a mentalist. Not sure if that's what they're actually called or what mentalist. She can kind of predict the future and other stuff with psychic abilities like that. And then Silver Spoon is always interested in her abilities, and she always seems calm and kind of like a good leader figure. And, she is. But I believe there's something deeper. She always really seems calm and very informative. But there are some times where we can see her not being like this. And sometimes even angry, or not really angry, but kind of not very calm, like her normal self. I'm going to show those scenes and then I'll talk some more about it. She's literally using her powers to gain money and win the challenge. I don't think that's very Candle of her. She's definitely changing, and not for the better. And, I kind of think that this is just one example. I'll show you some others.
Thinkers, we may be making quite the foolish decision.
What do you mean?
We've raised $10 million. If we all split the earnings 5 ways and make a run for it, that'd be akin to winning 2 seasons each.
Ha, come on! We can turn this 10 million into 100. Easy. Think of the franchising potential, the merchandising, the exhausting amount of sequels. This will be one of the greatest investments we ever make.
Yet another convincing argument, Nickel. We're sold.
She literally almost convinced them to just run away with the money. She doesn't even care about the competition or the friends she makes. She just cares about the money. And this has been proven many times before. This isn't necessarily evil, like evil, but it's still bad and not very good behavior, especially from someone who's supposed to be morally good and a good example on everybody else to be good. Especially someone who's trying to change Silver, but then ends up just like Silver. Maybe somewhat worse, they're kind of the same.
That's it! I can take it! Oh, I'm sorry. Thought scene? I don't know.
Do it.
Did y'all see that? Yin, what was it? I can't remember. I get them confused. They're usually like chaotic duo, but literally he asked the other one if he was okay with it. And, he was kind of hesitant to cause chaos and destruction like he loves to do. But then Candle, of all people, was the one to tell him to break the TV. That's kind of violent. That's not like Candle. She's changing. Let me show you some examples.
The team, the home, the family. I don't know why you still bother with them. They've clearly outgrown you.
And have you? If you dare flip to the other side, I'll...
You'll...
No, he doesn't. But we don't need it. Just like you all don't need me.
Candle?
So, I've taken my game into my own hands. And if you try to beat my alliance, you will fail.
She has shown once again that she does not care about her friends or any of the teammates she has, because she literally just discarded Yin and went for another teammate just because of something the team did. She clearly is doing it for the money, not for the fun, like mostly everybody else. And what Silver Spoon said clearly got to her. She clearly didn't want to be forgotten or whatever. And Silver Spoon's being a major influence on her and literally making her a bad person morally. I think that's the right word. So Candle is becoming evil. And I'll show you some more times where she almost lost her cool and went uncalm. Not kind of like how she did before, but, I'll show you.
Candle. Paintbrush. 2 votes candle, 2 votes paintbrush. Candle. Paintbrush. 3 votes candle, 3 votes paintbrush, 1 vote left. 12th contestant eliminated from Inanimate Insanity.
Now y'all might be thinking, oh, everybody gets a little nervous or even anxious about being eliminated. But Kendall is literally she was a calm person. And, she's literally changed, and not for the better. She has become manipulative, desperate to win, literally desperate for everything. And I think part of it is Silver, but I think the powers get into her head as well, because we did see her using her powers, which is not very good. I will show you one last clip of her being new Candle.
Before our opponents arrive, were you able to secure the goods?
Nickel's first best friend. It's all in here. And it seems the two were separated because...
Balloon went rogue on them. Another day of betrayal may be upon us.
So, a little awkward after that grand display of teamwork, but time to duke it out!
Betrayal is inevitable in this game. You and baseball know that better than any of us.
We just had no idea that Balloon was the reason for your separation. And all of a sudden, you two are just buddy-buddy?
Well, baseball always wanted us to get along, and if I had just listened, maybe things could have been different.
And you're willing to bank your entire game on that? The person that voted you out severed you from your best friend.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this whole situation seems kind of familiar.